from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Kentucky Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. They are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation. And now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So the Oregon Ducks offense will come out first. Dante Moore, more than 300 yards and 3 scores in his last outing.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm, and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Fires left. Gets a hand in there.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Finds his big tight end. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not a lot of room to make this catch. No room to bring it back. The Wildcats offense will now get its first chance with the football. And this guy doubtless will be a huge part of the game plan. Can't wait to watch this matchup against the supremely talented Brandon Finney. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Hits inside. It's Baxter. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Caught in the backfield. It's Skinner. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Offense in a bunch formation. Got a man. It's Moore. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Davison. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Plows his way ahead. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dante Moore rushes on. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Running right, it's Baxter. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces and is supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Out wide right, it's Anderson. Makes the grab in their space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Kentucky now operating in the red zone. Run in the red zone. It's Barnes. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
It's 3rd and 5. Hits the hole, it's Barnes. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. throwing. Moore. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Moore from the gun on third down. Looking for a deep man. Upstairs, he's got it. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davison. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Line getting set on 2nd down. Moore. Keeping his eyes downfield. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. And here's a fumble way behind the line. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And the field goal unit is on the field. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the 3-ball gives us a tie.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Making the adjustment. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Baxter. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From deep, it's Bear. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Straight ahead, it's Davison. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Turns up, it's Moore. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Here's Moore to throw. Finds his man, it's Johnson. Still running at the 40. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point gives them a 10-6 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. Bunch formation for these receivers. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. From the gun on 3rd down. Right side, it's Anderson. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Quick give, it's Barnes. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, uses athleticism.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and the level the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. So nice to have these tight ends.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The snap sets up to throw. On the move, he fires. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking left. Makes a connection. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. quarterback run is part of their game plan. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. This time they'll throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Sees a crease. There he goes. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Out wide right, it's Dinner. Touchdown, Wildcats! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Deep in the end zone, it's Bear. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Tight end now in motion. Moore, play action. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Moore. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Looking for a huge play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball.
He unleashes a long one. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. Not great field position. We'll see how aggressive they are in the final seconds. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. On the move at the 30. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. What did they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Kentucky's head coach said in the locker room, listen, things have not been going right lately, but they have found some momentum here in this ballgame. He said, I know we've got a lot of clock left, a lot of game left, but it all starts right now to continue to believe they get the ball to start the second half, and we'll see if they take that first half momentum into the third. Guys?
All right, Holly.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Handoff for Baxter. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Shows him the stiff arm. Breaks into the open. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Drops back on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Baxter. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to do it himself. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Pulls and fired complete. Finds a crease at the 20. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
There used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's what...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bear. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Good, strong tackle. They'll line up for a second down play. Dante Moore. The screen, and watch out. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. In the gun on third down, Moore. Lets it fly. Right side, it's Johnson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
He's going to take off. Turns it on in midfield. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. And the Ducks want to move quickly.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Left side, it's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Out wide right, it's Stewart. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So
Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. And the returner will be brought down. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. With this game all but wrapped up, let's take a look at the scoreboard from the top 12 teams in the country getting late in the season, and a loss like this one is doubtless going to hurt your position. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Needing to move the chains, here comes Kentucky on 4th. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back. Great place to start for this offense. Looking for a gap. It's Hill. Gets it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll try the right side. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Anderson.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Out wide left, it's Skinner. Turning it on! He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. Touchdown, Wildcats. They've got the lead here in the 4th. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They march 79 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, The weight of the world is on your shoulders. Throwing more. The screen, he can go. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The #1 team in the country, and if they're the best team, they'll have to prove it with a late drive on the road. Moore will throw. Comes down, it's Moore. Could not make his way to the corner. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Ducks decide to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey guys, down here on the Kentucky sideline, this offense is getting ready to take the field, and they know they are in command. They keep saying, eat, eat. They can't stop us right now. This is a top 10 defense. This is a little bit surprising here today, but guys, I feel all the momentum, all the chemistry and excitement over here with this offense. They just need to play clean football and take care of the ball to make this big upset a reality. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Look out! He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be fourth down. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Running inside, it's Patterson. Not a lot going on there, picked up a couple.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late, didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll run him again. Enough to move the chains. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent. They just lost it.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have the lapses in concentration we saw today that led to them losing.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.